Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Michel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a pitch out to Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, 319.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for Benjamin. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A give. This is Michel. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On third down, Brady. But he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On play action, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They'll run with Michelle. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they will run it with the shell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground with Ivory. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Ivory. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 1st down, Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Now, Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On second down, here's Allen. And the catch made here by Sharon Peake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Allen throwing on second down. A dump off to Sims. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Detroit. Green 39. Over, over, over. Over, over. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Like 20! Like 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Like 20! Like 20! Go Bandit!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Brady now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Orange! 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
One play at a time now!
The final shot before half for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3, 9, 10!
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Out come the Bills now, as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! Barney! 3-19!
Now Allen to throw again. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Over! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football,
Let's
contesting
go.
everything.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll give it up to Ivory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7.
Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And it's Michelle once again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. New England on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wait 20.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Wait 20.
Here's Brady to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Michelle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Again, it's Michelle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They give it to Ivory. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit. You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On the ground, Ivory, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Ivory, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alabama, 380. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
New England on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, they run with Sims. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 19.
Now Allen. Got to have this one. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Detroit!
Now they run with Sims. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 90.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there, 20 yards. on the toss. Here's Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Brady going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. New England on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A road win, and the the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New England, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.